Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a detransitioned woman, and I am pursuing legal action against the health professionals that facilitated my medical transition. I began identifying as transgender in young adulthood with no dysphoria beforehand. This was not a red flag to me, as I was assured that many people discover their true gender identity later in life. Less than a year after coming out to myself, I was prescribed synthetic testosterone, which permanently virilized my voice and appearance. I had a bilateral mastectomy 14 months later, and finally, 8 years into my transition, I had a medically unnecessary hysterectomy covered by the Ontario Health Insurance Plan. Each step involved irreversible alterations to my body and came with serious risks, yet all were met with little challenge despite my long-standing history of mental health struggles and no indication of gender-related distress in childhood or adolescence. I am alleging that this lack of inquiry is a failure of due diligence amounting to medical negligence towards a vulnerable patient. I will have to live with the effects of this so-called treatment for the rest of my life. I have spent the last 18 months involved in healthcare advocacy related to this topic. I have spoken at universities, presented at webinars, been featured in news articles, appeared on podcasts, and written blogs semi-regularly, sharing my experiences and my thoughts on how something like this could have happened. My advocacy is largely not for me. What happened to me cannot be undone, but rather it is in hopes of preventing it from happening to someone else. It took me 10 years to figure out why I could have falsely believed something like this, and why so many professionals could have wrongly encouraged it. I can imagine that there are a lot of people who will eventually find themselves in my position, some of them vulnerable adults like I was, and some of them too young to understand the long-term consequences. Through this action, I am not only seeking justice for myself, but also hoping to raise awareness about the recklessness of gender-affirming healthcare. Concerns about it have been raised internationally, with several countries altering their approach in response to systematic reviews of the evidence. However, here in Canada, discussions about it have barely gotten off the ground. I'm hoping to start that conversation. I am being represented on a contingency basis. I am crowdfunding to be able to cover out-of-pocket expenses, such as those for obtaining medical records and hiring experts. I am a low-income individual who has been on disability for the past couple of years. It has always been really difficult for me to ask for help, but I will not be able to move forward with this action without it. At present, the statement of claim has been filed, the defendants have been served, and we're in the process of obtaining medical records. I will keep everyone informed of updates as I receive them. I am truly grateful for everything that is given to me. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.